Alright, so today we're in a different location, mostly we're in my room, but here, welcome to first year studio. So, I'll take you guys to my desk, and then we'll get over some of the content that pertains to all the questions that you guys have been asking me. I'm sorry this video took so long to make too, because I've been busy. Like, not too busy, but enough so that I didn't have time to make so many videos. But yeah, this is my desk. This is my setup. I practically live here sometimes. Here are my Pikachus. So it's just a fun space, personal space. No teachers or professors ever come here. And it's just for us to work on our projects. Alright, let's switch the camera around now. Alright, I don't have the mic on me today, so I don't know how well you guys can hear me, but we're gonna hopefully edit the audio a bit so it gets better. I'm just gonna go through some different comments and the different messages that I've gotten, and we'll basically just do a pretty informal run through of all the different questions. So the first one is about the accommodation and about campus being far off from the main campus, and if you can stay in the main campus accommodation and commute to Cambridge. Okay, first of all, yes, the architecture school in Cambridge is far away from main campus. To bus over there, it'll take about 40 something minutes. And right now, as first year student rep, I can say for sure that we are working on getting a shuttle bus going soon. That might not happen until next term. However, we are trying to make commuting from Cambridge to main campus Waterloo a lot easier for students. So unfortunately you can't stay at main accommodation, unfortunately you can't stay at main campus res and then commute all the way to Cambridge, because it's just going to cause so many issues and time, and you just need to have a lot of things to manage. So I really don't recommend it. Like, if you really want to, I suppose you can apply for accommodation, but I really don't recommend it. As for any problems that it causes being off main campus, for me personally, I feel at home here. I love this place. I went to main campus a couple of times, and honestly, there's not too big of a difference for me. I know for some people, they really love the student life at main campus and would rather be there, but part of the community here, because it is such a tight-knit group, it really feels like home. So in my personal opinion, there are no big problems, besides the fact that if you are not used to living in a smaller city, smaller town, it might take some time to get used to it because you might feel a bit isolated. Alright, next question. What are my stats? So when I was applying to this program and all the other programs that I've been talking about on this channel from high school. So my high school stats, my grade 11 average was way better than my grade 12 average. So when you do early applications, you use your grade 11 average. And for me, that was 97%. But then as soon as I got into grade 12, it dropped down to 92%. That's a 5% average drop, which is pretty large. And honestly, I'm fine with it, considering that I had to take grade 12 online and it was just harder for me to absorb the material. But yeah, that was the range of marks that I got. And when I say average, I mean the averages from the classes that you use to apply to the programs. I don't mean all of your courses, because they're not going to look at every single one of your courses. They're going to look at the main ones: math, physics, English language arts, social studies. Maybe they're called different things. I'm just going by their Alberta names right now. But yeah, so make sure you focus on your core classes. And then the next question here is, okay, so I do have videos made for the portfolios, and I recommend you guys go watch those. I can't really talk more about them than I already have. So some people are just asking, talk about more about the portfolios, or to help them look through their portfolios. if you guys are interested, and I guess whenever I have time too, you can shoot me a message. Like, all my handles are in the description below or on my website. You can send me your portfolios. I would love to look through them and give you some honest feedback on them. But I cannot walk you through step by step on how to do it because this is based on your own merit, and that's what applications are for, right? Okay, next is about the Preseas Test. So, for those who don't know, when you apply to Waterloo Architecture, the Preseas is something you write. It's like an essay. It's a summary that you have to write. And don't stress about the Preseas Test. Is just to make sure you can take a look at condensed. You can take a look at a really general piece of text and then condense it into one main idea. So it's testing your critical thinking skills. However, it's not anything too big to worry about. I would say focus on your portfolio and then focus on your video interview. I don't know if they're having video interviews in the next coming years because they might switch back to in-person interviews, but for the year I was doing, it was video interviews. So yeah, don't worry about the Preseas test though. That's just a small thing. Okay, next question. Fees. I can't say too much about the fees. Like, fees are fees. You have your tuition. For architecture, like here, it's around 5K a term, which is really low compared to other programs, because other programs are like 15K. But you have to count in the fact that all your materials, all your books, your laptops, everything comes out of your own pocket. So in the end, you're still paying around a lot of money. So don't think that tuition is cheap, because it does add up. Okay, and then, last question here. In the architecture major, would the grade aspect be as competitive, and do universities like it if you retake courses to get higher marks? Okay. Please don't retake courses unless you really have to. For all universities too, that is, if you do not so well, like even if you get like a really average mark, like an 80 or something in a course, don't take it, don't retake it, because it does show up on your transcript, and universities don't like that, because university, like in school, having to retake a course is like, it means you didn't absorb the material the first time, and it's just not a good thing. For lack of better words, it shows them that you lack the critical thinking skills and then the learning skills necessary to keep up with everything. Okay. There were a lot of other questions, but they are more personal, so I will reply to those off camera. Most of them are through Instagram, but yeah. So what I'm gonna do right now actually is take you guys and we'll go look through the river. Okay, the sun here is great. Like, oh, here's our panda. But yeah, studio is just like our place to hang. Like, we have the most weird things on the walls, and you can pause the video to see them, but I'm not going to show you in detail because some of them are a bit concerning, but it's all for fun. But yeah, so if we turn the camera around, you can see Cambridge. That's the main bridge most people walk through. The river, and so this area is called Galt. And then, yeah, so this is where the upper years work. So we're all in one space. Due to COVID right now, times are staggered. So when they're in studio, we are not. And when we're in studio, they are not. But yeah, it's a neat little town, really fancy. The birds are always flying around like this, and it's so cool, honestly. And sometimes we got lots of geese in there. The river might look kind of disgusting right now, but most of the time it's pretty good, pretty nice. There's one thing I wanted to mention too, for anyone watching this video, is I'm not admissions. Like, I'm just here to give advice from the lens of a student, I am first year class rep, but even that, I can't answer really specific questions, as in like if you'll get in, if you won't get in. And I know a lot of people have been asking about other universities as well. I'm not in those other universities, right? I've only applied to them and I got in, but anything I can talk to now only will pertain to University of Waterloo for the architecture program. So yeah. Anyways, hope this video was helpful. I know it's a very informal video, like the lighting here, like I just turned completely dark. There we go. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next time.